Happy Tuesday, everybody. Great to be with you again here. This is Eric in the Card Closet. Thanks for joining me. I've got a nice little stack of acquisitions that have come in over the last few weeks. Been a while since I did a mail day type video. You're going to see lots of cool stuff in this one. No matter what your sport, no matter what your era, there's a little of everything here. So let's dive right in. I'm going to start with oldest and work towards newest. So first up, we have a 1951 Burke Ross of DiMaggio. When I showed my Red Sox team set a couple days back, I did not show a DiMaggio in that 1951 team, and that's because I didn't know this card existed. And the reason I didn't know is because Burke Ross in the trading card database is under multi-sport. It's not under baseball. And looking through the checklist a little bit ago, I can see why that is. There's a lot of football in that set as well. I've got some Notre Dame fans I know that watch my channel. There are a handful or more of Notre Dame cards in this 1951 Burke Ross set. Shout out to Tony Black and Topps Vintage 316. So that is the 51 Burke Ross of DiMaggio. Next card here came in a trade on the trading card database. It's a 1960 Topps of Warren Spahn. It's a Beckett graded 4, and I just love the color on it. Trying to slowly pick up Warren Spahn's cards from his playing days. Next up, we have a 1960 Fleer of Ted Williams. This one I bought on eBay, and this one is because there isn't a 1960 Topps card of Ted Williams, so I'm going the Fleer route to get one. Was a little disappointed in the condition of the card when I got it. It looked better on eBay. It's one of those situations where you hold the card up, compare it to the picture, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess that is in the picture. I should have noticed that, but I didn't. Mainly what I'm disappointed at is the coloring of the card. It looks a little bit more off-white than it appeared in the picture. But I got a good price on it, so I can't complain too much. That same trade on the trading card database that netted me the Warren Spahn got me this 1962 Willie Mays card. It is not in the best condition. It has a wrinkle that runs right through here. The guy did warn me, though, that it wasn't the greatest condition card, but considering, in the trade, we kind of accommodated for that when we were assessing value. And I just wanted to get a Willie Mays card from 1962. So happy to pick that one up. Next up, also Willie Mays, 1964 Topps in that same trade. This one, 3.5 from Beckett. I really like this card. I like the picture of him. It's kind of a little bit different how he's looking off to the side there, and you kind of wonder what he's looking at and if he's making a gesture or if he's actually, who's he talking to over there? Somebody short, the bat boy maybe? Somebody on the ground stretching. Just kind of have to wonder what's going on there. But very happy to get the 64 Willie Mays in the collection now. Next few cards I'll kind of go through quickly. These were set fillers. He told me this card was a dog and he basically threw it in for nothing. I'm down to 40 cards left in the 1970 Topps baseball. And here were some fillers I needed for 1970 football, which brings me down around 10 or so left in that set. A set I really have never put much focus on, but I'm about halfway completed with it. I think there's 160 something cards in the set, and I'm at about With these, I'm at about 90. These were all from a trade on the trading card database. But the rest of them, all from the same person, really nice. So slowly chipping away at that tall boy set. Also picked up through another trade on the trading card database, I picked up some 1971 Topps. I'm down to 11 cards left in the 71 Topps baseball. One of the ones I got in a trade was the LeBron. Just had never acquired that card. Next up, who remembers Eric Bieniemy, the tailback for Colorado Buffaloes, my favorite team. And what was happening on the trading card database is my want list was getting pretty small, and people were sending me messages like, hey, you've got a bunch of cards I need, but I don't have anything you need. Take a look at my want list and see if there's anything you could use. Or take a look at my trade list, sorry. And so what I did is I threw a bunch of Colorado cards out there, even though I never really collected them, but just to kind of make some trades happen. So Eric Bieniemy here came through one of those trades. And then, if you want proof that the market is softening, this card is case in point. This is Donruss Optic Holo of LeBron James. And when this card came out last year, a couple years ago now, I had kind of mentally said I would spend X amount of dollars on it. The card never was lower than that, so I raised my price, I raised my price. And finally I capped out at $50, and I said, I'll spend up to $50 on it. By this time, the card price explosion of 2020 was in full gear, and this card was regularly selling for over 100, and I capped at 50. Well, I got this one for $31 on eBay just a week or two ago. So the prices are coming down. And this card also is another case in point. It's this year's Revolution Chinese New Year parallel. This was regularly going in that $20, $30, $40 range, and I had said to myself, I'll pay 10 for it, which I thought was too much. But I did say I'd go 10 for it, and that's what I ended up getting for. I just had to be patient and wait. Oh, here's a card that's out of order. 1970 Topps of Ernie Banks. For some reason, those Ernie Banks cards, I just didn't have them. You know, part of the reason is that they're in 70 and 71, they were in the semi-high numbers. So they're more difficult to get. And I've never really been an Ernie Banks fan, so I didn't really want to pay for one that was in super condition. And then finally, another trade. Doing a lot of trading lately. This is the 2021 Donruss Diamond Kings of Rafael Devers. And in that same trade, I got this year's Bowman of Bobby Dahlbeck. This year's Bowman of Tanner Houck. And this year's Bowman of J.D. Martinez. So these were my first 2021 Bowmans. I love how the Bowman logo is similar to the red B. Just makes it feel like the card, like it matches the Red Sox colors and things like that. So there you go. That's my pickups over the last couple of weeks. Hope you enjoyed those. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite cards were that I showed here. Hope you're all having a great start to your week. Talk to you again soon. All right? Take care. Bye.